How do you forgive when someone has wronged you? How do you forgive so then you're not carrying the weight of it in your tissues and bones? Forgiveness is the heart-softening act for one to heal and move forward. It's meant for you and you alone. The key to it first, though, is presence, and the world is constantly taking it from us. Even now, as I'm writing, I'm distracted by the motorcycle noises whirring past my window and the notifications from my phone. We have to actively make space for the time to sit and be with those difficult feelings of anger and rage. It's hard to sit, though, with boiling blood, and when we don't know how to, we look outside ourselves to numb it. And so then the scars of the past battles never truly heal. In Women Who Run with the Wolves, Clarissa Pinkola Estés talks about the 4 stages of forgiveness: to forgo, to forbear, to forget, and then forgive. According to her work, to forgo means to take up that weaving, that writing, to go to that ocean, to do some learning and loving that strengthens you, and to allow the issue to drop away for a time. Simply put, we must walk away. We must put our attention onto a thing we love, an action that can put new energy in motion. She says, the issues of the past injury will bedevil a woman, far less if she assures the wounded psyche that she will give it healing balms now and deal with the entire issue of who caused what injury later. Next is to forbear. This is the abstaining of punishment. Estés says that this does not mean to go blind or dead and lose self-protective vigilance. It means to give a bit of grace to the situation and see how that assists. It is the combination of neither thinking about the injury nor acting on it in small or large ways that builds focus towards a time when one proceeds to the next steps. This step is to allow space for patience so that we can channel the emotion into one place. To refrain from unnecessary punishing strengthens integrity of action and soul. Next, to forget. It's the refusal to dwell. It means to loosen one's hold, particularly on memory. The past cannot be changed, but the passage of time can allow for the memory to sit in the rear view while our focus is on the dashboard and the road ahead. Estés states, we practice conscious forgetting by refusing to summon up the fiery material. We refuse to recollect. To forget is an active, not a passive, endeavor. This allows for the wheels of time to drive ahead so that our heart and mind can shift from obsessing over what has happened. Now to forgive. This can come in many shapes and forms, but know that a final forgiveness is not a surrender. According to Estés, it is a conscious decision to cease to harbor resentment, which includes forgiving a debt and giving up one's resolve to retaliate. The act of getting back will never release the shackles of anger or rage. If anything, it tightens the noose and inhibits our ability to see the larger picture developing in front of us. Forgiveness unfurls our hearts like tea leaves steeping in warm water. Estés says, forgiveness is the culmination of all the foregoing, forbearing, and forgetting. It does not mean giving up one's protection, but one's coldness. So, how does this tie to tea? I found that the presence of tea allows for these steps to work their magic. Focusing on the tea leaves gives direction to the emotion, the energy, to flow from. Lastly, the question may remain, how do you know when you've forgiven? Estés says, you tend to feel sorrow over the circumstances instead of rage. You tend to feel sorry for the person rather than angry with them. And you tend to have nothing left to remember to say about it at all.